YouTube, what's going on, man? It's the kid, Jalen.
And Brandon.
And we're back in another video. This time, guys, we're back to the 10 NFL players who committed horrible crimes. Let's do this, bro.
Damn, bro.
Back savagery.
This is Son of a Mitch from Watch Sports, bringing you 10
Okay, let's ride that back.
Son of a bitch from Watch Sports.
What's his name?
This is Son of a Mitch from Watch
Yo.
Sports, bringing you 10 NFL players who did horrible things. Number 10, Jovan Belcher. Jovan Belcher was born on July 24th, 1987, and was an exceptional athlete who eventually played for the Kansas City Chiefs in the NFL. Jovan later on killed his girlfriend, Cassandra Perkins, the mother of his 3-month-old daughter. After the murder, Belcher drove to visit his coach and the team's general manager. There, he was quoted saying that he was not able to get enough help. Belcher then turned the gun on himself and committed suicide.
Oh yeah, I remember this guy.
Number 9, Ray Caruth.
I remember
Ray
that
Caruth
happening.
was a Carolina Panthers wide receiver that had a promising career towards the latter part of the 90s. However, all of that disappeared when he hired a friend to murder Chericha Adams, the woman who was pregnant with his child. Adams died, but the child survived. Caruth became a fugitive and was captured hiding in the trunk of his car. He was charged with murder and received an 18 to 25 year prison sentence.
That means he can still come out of jail.
Thomas Henderson was a linebacker from 1975 to 1980 with the Dallas Cowboys. Henderson had an amazing career and 3 Super Bowl victories. Henderson was convicted of smoking cocaine with 2 teenage girls and exchanging drugs for consensual sex. Henderson decided to plead no contest to the charges and had 8 months in a rehab center and 28 months in prison. Number 7, Darrell Russell. Darrell Russell, an Oakland Raiders.
My man, 2 teenage girls, bro, and you only get 28 months in prison?
He probably pleaded, I think. But he's 10 months.
Alright, let's go back to the other case. They said 18 to 25 years. And so basically, he could get out of prison in 25 years, basically.
Yeah, but with stuff like that, the parole board is probably not going to be like... They're probably going to look at it and be like, no. They probably did not have parole.
Yeah, but it's 18 to 25, so if he serves his time, he's out of prison.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, 18 to 25 years, but...
So he'll be up by like he's 50 or whatever. Maybe, it depends. Yeah, he'll be up like probably like 50 years old. So, as if he doesn't get killed in prison. Or, whatever. But, so he'll be up about 50 years old. So, technically, a murderer is out of jail at 50.
Yeah, but it's like, well, you could go back and murder at 50, but at the same time, it's like...
I mean, your life's pretty much over. You're not getting no job or nothing like that, so your life's pretty much over.
Especially heinous to the crime, ain't nobody hiring your ass. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he pretty much broke. Yeah, he's finished.
Your defensive player
still doesn't excuse it though.
Other companions videotaped themselves as they brutally attacked and raped a woman from Pennsylvania. This attack, which lasted 5 hours, was alleged to have been done after the victim had been slipped a date rape drug.
5
Police
hours?
raided the home where the attack took place. They seized the videotape of the attack. Darrell was arrested and charged with the crime. However, prosecutors later dropped the case, believing the jury would not convict him. 3 years after this incident, Russell died in a fatal car accident. Number 6.
That's
Robert Rozier. Robert Rozier was an NFL player for 6 games. He was let go from the St. Louis Cardinals after being suspended for drug abuse. After being let go from the team, Rozier joined a black supremacist religious group that required its members to murder white people and return their body parts to the cult's leader. Rozier admitted to murdering 7 people, and he received a 10-year prison sentence after making a deal to testify against the leader.
10 years, bro?
You got a plea deal.
For murdering 7 people?
It's not excusable. I'll never ever excuse a murder. No murder period is justified. When you go and kill somebody, it's unjustified. But listen, because you got to think about it. When people look at his case, they're gonna say that not only did you go to jail for murder, but you said you did it. That's even more worse. So when he goes out to get a job or anything like that, they're gonna look and be like, he accepted a plea deal for murder, and he said yes that he did it. And there's evidence that he did it. He's gonna be poor.
It wasn't even that. He took the deal was that he got 10 years because he also spread names of the other people in his little.
He snitched too. Yeah. So if he come out of jail and he get caught and they find him for snitching, he's in trouble.
My dude, but only 10
years. But think about it. Look how many. All right. I know there should be no plea deal, period. But
I guess it works out the long run because technically he told the other people so that he could get those people off the streets and like put them in jail too, so they won't.
Yeah, but I don't think he cared about getting them off the street. I think he just cared about himself.
No. They I'm talking about them.
They cared for
get them off the streets so that way they're not going around murdering just random white people as well too. Like
that's guys out there, girls, anybody, don't murder is not justified. Do not murder people.
Number
This is
5,
ridiculous.
Cecil J.P. the Diesel Collins. JP was picked first of the 5th round of the 1999 NFL Draft. He appeared to have a great future ahead of him in the NFL. After playing only 8 games in the season, he had 414 yards and 2 touchdowns. Sadly, on December 16, 1999, Collins broke into the home of a married woman in Florida that he had met at the gym. Admitting to the crime, Collins said he only wanted to watch her sleep. Pretty weird. Collins was sentenced to 15 years in prison. He was released on May 1st, 2013.
15 years?
Number 4.
Yo, no.
Peterson.
He broke into the home just to watch her sleep, and he got 15 years. The dude who murdered 7 people just because he took a plea deal got 10 years.
I mean, yeah, it's sad, but yeah. I guess because it's like you break it in, and plus you always have to consider the fact what state they're in, because different states have different laws based on what you do. Like sometimes some states it's like if you have drunk driving, I think if you get 2 of them, you automatically serve like 3 or 4 years in prison for drunk driving. Like automatic. I think if the first, second one. So it depends on which state they're in. But remember that's breaking and entering. He could have killed her. He could have did anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's not just 5. Oh yeah, it's 15 years, but you did break and enter somebody's house to watch them sleep.
My dude, he killed 7 people.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that's a positive thing. I'm saying that. Yeah, he got the 15 years though, but like I said, it depends on the state. But they also got what they wanted too. Because think about all those guys; they're not getting plea deals like he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he is serving 10 years, but they probably gonna lock his ass back up. I'm not sure. Like I said, it's not justified at all. But they got more people off the street. Because think about it: say if he didn't take a plea deal and he would have just went to jail for 25 years of life, all those other guys would have been out there murdering so much more women. You know what I'm saying? That's not fair, right? Like, that's not fair.
Adrian Lewis Peterson is an American football running back for the Minnesota Vikings. He was drafted by the Vikings 7th overall in the 2007 NFL Draft. After getting ragged in an interview with police, Peterson said he whooped his son with a tree branch in May after he pushed another one of his sons off a motorbike video game. The beating resulted in multiple cuts and bruises on the boy's lower body and defensive wounds on the child's hands. He was then suspended from the NFL but has recently returned. Number 3, Keith Wright. Keith Wright's NFL career includes a year played with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On August 29, 2012, Wright was arrested in a connection with home invasions and sexual assaults that took place in Sacramento, California. On November 30th, 2012, he was found guilty of 19 charges and has been sentenced to 234 years and 8 months in prison.
Oh my, he's finished.
Michael Vick. Michael Dwayne Vick was an American professional football player who is now a free agent due to his terrible crime. Vick, as a freshman, placed 3rd in the Heisman Trophy ballot in his college. Vick started to begin his rookie year as a professional football player. The same year, he and 3 associates began a dogfighting operation named Bad News Colonels at a property purchased by Vick in Surrey County, Virginia. They bought dogs in Virginia and other states and brought them to the new facility. Michael Vick became a registered dog breeder. The co-conspirators set up the property for a dog-fighting venture. They built a fence along the side of the property so their activities would not be visible. He was caught and sentenced to 23 months in prison and was banned from the NFL. Number 1, Orenthal James, O.J. Simpson. In one of the most televised criminal court proceedings, O.J. Simpson, who played for the Buffalo Bills and the San Francisco 49ers, was accused of kidnapping and murdering his wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her companion, Ronald Goldman. On October 3, 1998, a jury found him not guilty of the 2 murders, although a shit ton of people believe he really is guilty. Where do you stand on the O.J. Simpson conspiracy? Let us know in the comments below. If you like the video, please make sure to give a like down below, and if you want to see more content, please subscribe. Have a great day.
Okay.
He got, what is he in jail for though?
I don't know what he did this time. He's pretty much. I think he's finished. Like I think he's in jail for his life. I think.
But did they say he stole something or something like that? He broke into something. I don't know what he did, but here's the thing.
But let me touch on the Adrian Peterson. The Adrian Peterson thing, I said it's not that bad, but because like it's not that bad compared to. I mean, it's
the murdering, but it's still bad because
it's bad because he
overbeat his kid.
Yeah, like some
right.
people don't believe in disciplining your child with a belt or something like that. I'm not gonna get into where I stand on that. I understand both sides of the point, but you don't because it's just a certain point that's just like
you're abusing the child.
You're OD abusing the child. Like that's I understand if you beat your child to a certain degree, like, you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? As a lesson,
a couple paddles, you know what I mean? But, like, if you whipped him that he has marks and bruises on his legs, like, that's, like, that.
Bro, he was, like, 4. Like, it's not like he was 10 years old. Like, it's still not excusable.
Did he serve jail time?
But, no.
Oh.
But it's still, like, one of those things where it's, like, bro, he's 4 years, the kid was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old. And he has marks. I understand, like, a little pat on the behind, a little pat, like, hey, or pat on the hand, like, you know what I'm saying, slap his wrist, like, his, palm his hand, like, hey, don't do it again. But, come on, bro, with a switch off the tree, that's old school beatings for a kid. Like, who does that?
Even with that, like, I understand that, because some people are old fashioned. I understand it. Like I said, I understand. I said, like, if you don't want to beat your kids, I said if you do want to beat your kids. But if you want to beat your kids, yo, like, you whipping him till you got marks, my dude, like, that means you whipped him
that means you whipped your kid out of anger, and that's not cool. I don't care how angry you are. You just do it. I understand. Like I said, I understand you do it for lesson to like learn a lesson. Don't push your other brother off the game. I understand that.
No, I think it's just a random kid, like a random kid. He pushed the kid off the bike.
Oh well, if you like I said, you learn a lesson, whatever. Put him in timeout, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. That's, to me, it's
like
not.
I got two different points. I understand if you want to discipline your kid with a beating, and I understand if you don't want to discipline. If you have a different way to discipline your kid, but like I said, if you do discipline your kid with a beating, don't do this. Don't go overboard with it. Like where he has marks on his leg. Like that's just what ridiculous. Is that? Like that's not even a whooping at that point.
I think it's only just like I said. I'm not gonna get too much into it, but I don't like it. I think that especially being that young and he's 4, he's small and. No, like I said, but that guy like I said, I understand what you're saying with the guy with 10 years for murdering women. That's, you know what I'm saying, murdering white people and stuff like that, and white women and stuff. That's not justifiable. That's horrible. But I think they did it like, a sting operation, when it's like you get one, they confess to that person, and then the other people get more time. I think that's why they did it, but it's still not justifiable to go out and murder people, guys. So if you ever have those thoughts, just take them away, go get help. Just it's crazy what these people do nowadays. It's really crazy.
It makes no sense. Like, his thing, I still don't understand. Like, society, I understand. Like, you know what it is that people put like celebrities and like sports players on a higher level than like actual like just like average people like us. Like, they put them on such a high pedestal, and really they're not. Like, if you think about it, these guys, some players are coming straight out like the urban city, stuff like that, like inner city, stuff like that, coming straight out, to get out of the hood. So like people forget that, like, and like, so like when they do something like, oh, whoa, wait, why they do that? They're supposed to be professional, you know what I mean? Like, but some people don't understand. Like, some players are actually gang members still, but they may not be over there all the time because they're professional. They play professional sports, but they're like some are like either former gang members or still gang members, still do drugs and all that stuff like that. So like, but like, that's why my mind used to be like, yo, like, you guys are making millions of dollars, like. Yeah, chill out. Yeah. Like, why would you like, who says that, I'm averaging, like, how much you making every year? I'm averaging about $10 million a year. Who says? No average person can say that.
And people have to realize that sports players, figures, or whatever, whoever it may be, we're humans at the end of the day. We're all the same. Like, we're human. Like, we're not above the law. We're not below, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not above the law. So, like I said, guys, if you guys don't even, this is awareness. If you see somebody, know somebody do certain things, go tell somebody.
Because that was me. If I was a professional sports player and I was making millions a year, I'm chilling out.
Yeah, it's like,
I'm chilling out. Like, I'm not. Why would I mess up this great opportunity for myself and my family in the future and blow it all away and go to jail?
Some people just don't care. Some people just live that life.
Everybody doesn't get that opportunity to make millions of dollars.
Hey,
each season.
Some people just live that life, and you just gotta. I don't know. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy.
If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a thumbs up. If you guys discuss this, make sure you guys leave, stay in the comment section with this discussion. Until next time, guys, salute.